heavy into EX Whip, and it's like a gap. So I tried jumping or I tried doing something, and it would hit me all the time. And so and then it sent some it pulled me in so where he could throw the pet and then do 50-50s, and I'm just like, okay, I can't beat this character words in check. So yeah. Uh, cool. All right, so I'm gonna jump into some Street Fighter Five. Uh, but yeah, I'll try to play it some more in Grand Blue. Do you? If you have the game, Alex, we can play, so you can beat my ass. I'm playing Catalina. She's just really fun. So if he says no, then I'm gonna hop off stream in like 20 minutes. Which is not a big deal. Like, obviously these training sessions are, sometimes are very private. Sometimes they, want that one-on-one. Don't want to be instructed, especially when you're like learning and you don't want to be, you know, being judged by people in the chat and stuff. So like, it's all understandable. Um, but we'll see what he says. And if he does, cool. Then I'll invite him on. Probably be a little loud. Probably won't read the chat because I'm gonna be focused on him for an hour. Yeah. So today, today I almost got killed. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. Well, let me know. Like if you do have it. If not, I can wait. Like, I was gonna buy it, right? But then my student lives in Japan and was like, "I'll make you an account," and he actually wants me to train him. I think I'm only gonna do like 1 hour, one session. I can't train more than that. Like I've taught people Dragon Ball for like a couple sessions, and then I'm like, dude, I don't know what else to do. I've taught people in Smash. That one I do know how to play the game and really can teach people the game, but I don't know if it's like preferable just because like I'm good, but I don't know. I feel like there's a limit that I can teach. I can't like not like Street Fighter. In Street Fighter I could teach everything all day. Oh, we're playing Blanca. Oh, I don't know if this is cast. I don't think it's cast. It could be though. Um, I hate Blanca. Okay. Blanca's electric. All right. How you doing, Knowledge? What's going on, buddy? Yo, just let's play some games tonight, dude. That's why I messaged you the other time when like it was late. I was first gonna want to play, but then I was like, it's probably too late. Chilling. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, unless you have Grand Blue, but I don't think you do. I'm giving lessons to a Monat player. Believe it or not, like he's one of my longest students, and we're playing Monat. He's playing Monat, so we'll see what he says. What up, Dojo? You already know, Dojo. You already know. Watch. Hold on. Let me get the stun on him. Okay. Oh, you didn't get okay. I got you, Dojo. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. I'm supposed to taunt. Anytime JoJo gets in the chat, it's all about taunting, right? And I don't have much time because if I have to train this man, I only get like a session or two, a set or two in. So, um, but yeah, like I've been, that's kind of like my second job is to train people in Street Fighter, and it's been pretty helpful. Got people to win tournaments and stuff. Um, mainly get out of like bronze and silver. That sucks. It didn't work. It just goddamn it. I call that the juices tech. There you go. I'm so bad. What's my first job? I technically work for Battlefy. It's a tournament organizing website, kind of like Smash.gg. Yep. Wait, what the? Oh, I'm getting blown up. I'm getting blown up. No way, no way, no way, no way that reached me. That reached me so far. You gonna need another one? Shit. Alright, alright, alright. I'm gonna try, Doja. Oh no, I'm getting blown up, Dojo. This is your fault. Shit. Whatever, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. He was going too deep. He was going too deep. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'll do it on the next one. I'll do it on the next one. I'll do it on the next one. Alright. Yeah, I need to message my boy. I don't know. I've already streamed Grand Blue twice and he wasn't in my chat. I'm kind of worried about him, Jesus. I know he's had a health scare, so I gotta check out my boy AJ, see if he's doing good. Hopefully all is well. Um, but yeah, I'm ready for Seth. Got the championship edition ready. Um, we'll see. I'm excited for Seth. Honestly, I'm excited. I'm gonna try them out. Right, we're gonna use the right pronouns for Seth. It's they now. It's them. Yeah, I know, right? Except for like Solara. Solara's I don't know. Solara's like usually he's not a reoccurring member. You know, he's not doesn't keep up to date with this channel. But then again, I do stream at random times. I don't really announce it that well, you know, like things like that. Nah, it's just I don't know. It's just the way it is. All right, I'm gonna try to do it for Dojo right here. All right, against Rashid of the Turbulent Wind. Oh man, I ain't gonna beat this guy. Shit. Just depends. Like if he's like wacky, I could beat him. But if he's not wacky, I'm gonna lose. He's definitely wacky. What? Wow, I just saw that coming. Shit. I wish I killed. Oh, I wanted spinning mirror. I should have reversal. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I wanted to be reversal. Okay, okay. I don't mind that. Shit, I couldn't punish that. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. Damn. Like, there's things I've seen before, but it's just like, I couldn't do it. Couldn't punish in the right time. But these are like the type of receipts I do like. I do like the wacky ones. I don't like the play neutral until random jump. That one's of like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked by it eventually. Oh, I didn't give me a run back. All right, one more set. 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 Yeah, so I have a feeling those sets aren't gonna be that great. Yo, thank you so much, Dojo, for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Uh, I'll still get you that taunt. Don't worry about it. I got you. Yeah, like I think it's gonna be kind of like Gil, where I just feel you need an uppercut. Like if she doesn't have an uppercut, or they don't have an uppercut, uh, then it's gonna be rough. Because I felt like, but you never know because Seth could have a very different style compared to 4. Like I have to stop thinking Street Fighter 4 Seth, and I gotta think Street Fighter 5 Seth. And it definitely has different moves and things that work. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna do one last set, and then we'll call it and then train this guy. Okay, he said I could stream it. All right, so I'm gonna stream it. So I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna finish this and then we'll call him. So that'll be great. All right, oh, Balrog. Getting these tough matchups, but it's all right. I think I can do this one. Oh, as Makoto moves, right? Yeah. Maybe they're setting it up so that Makoto will come out. You know. Oh shit. Oh. Damn. I was like waiting. I was waiting to like try to swing at it, but I was scared when I V triggered. I was like, maybe I should have just V triggered. Damn! He gets right on that jump. Damn. Okay. I was like, he's gonna press button. He's gonna rush right here, but he actually got the uppercut. Crazy. Shit. I know he's like doing setting me up with that thing, but I don't know if that. I know when I have meter, it's punishable. The rush punch he's doing, but I don't know what to do besides that. Like I don't think Chun has anything. I probably have to do like low forward. I'm gonna do low forward. I can't do stat right now. I'm just getting blown up. Thought I was gonna get tech thrown. Okay, not ready for that. Oh, I didn't have enough. Yep. Didn't even have super to do it. I don't know about the super, but alright, whatever. Yeah, nice. Oh, alright. Rough. It was a rough two sets that I had, but it's all good. Alright, I'm gonna invite this man. So I'll try to answer questions on the way, but I'm gonna invite him. Actually, shut up, Doja. Let me actually set up the lobby first and invite him, and then I'll call him up here. So yeah, this guy's platinum, learning, not. We're really just gonna go into a lot of what is it? First of three? Okay. We're gonna go into a lot of just like character matchups and stuff. So you're gonna see me play a bunch of characters I don't really play, but we're gonna try it. And then yeah, once the session ends, then I will close the stream up. So I'm gonna call him. I don't know if it's too loud. Yo, what up? See, there he is. There he is. There he is. I'm gonna invite you. All right, say hello to the chat, and then I'll call you right now. I'm gonna call you. See how it is. I'm gonna raise this up just a little bit. Yo, what up, man? How's it going?
It is going.
It's going nice, man. Nice. How's the weekly going? The hangout.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I'm still losing to some of the tougher players, but learning.
Yeah. It's always it's a climb. It's a climb to get to know and understand how people work, and just kind of persevere and really learn. The things that you have to just watch out for the most of the time is getting acquainted and learning throughout the rounds and being able to make adjustments. It's always the hardest part of getting better is making sure that you can correct the mistakes that you're making and still play at a high level. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Cool. So today what we're gonna do mainly is gonna be a lot of character matchups. We're gonna do a lot of rushdown characters. I'm gonna do some Urian today. I'm gonna do some Ken today, or maybe not Ken. I'm gonna go with Akuma. I'm pretty sure Akuma's still up there in tournament viability. If there's a character you want to work on, well, we could definitely work on a character. But those first two, it's mainly just in your face. What do you do in your face kind of situation? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say too, if we could get some Balrog time.
Balrog for sure.
That, when he gets in my face, that's the one I struggle with.
Right. Okay, let's do that then. Let's go with Balrog first. I just lost to Balrog, so I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I think the hardest thing about Balrog is at any moment he can just go in your face, right? And so you have to really be careful of what buttons you press in between and like right after you block. Those are gonna be like what it takes. It's really hard to like get a jump on. I do know that like getting constant dive kicks on them off of strings, using that to close the gap is important, because jumping is too crazy, and sometimes your pokes, if they don't reach, they can just whiff punish with rush punch a lot. So you definitely have to keep an eye on what to do. V reversal is gonna be important. I honestly wouldn't even recommend V triggering in this matchup. Like, you want to have V reversal for when he does his V reversal, whenever you're in the corner you want to get out, like things like that, because he loses charge, so he can't really punish it. Anytime you block a V reversal, a rush punch, you can V reversal and he can't really do much with that, right? So it's all about real estate. It's all about keeping the spacing game. But let's see how you do, and then we'll talk about it. All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, just a lot of rushes and stuff like that. You have to be careful. Like, throwing the orb is good, but you gotta have it back. You need to use more jabs, middle punches, especially with blocking. If you block me, push me away. Don't worry about setting up or anything like that. So like there, like middle punch, yeah, so route out's good. And you have to block a lot. There you go. You have to block a lot. because like, there's yeah. Yep. Yeah, so that could happen. Like this stuff could happen a lot with Balrog, and so the reason why is number one, the both of those rounds you swept and I blocked it. This is a matchup where I'm gonna punish your sweep, 100%. So it's something you have to keep you know an eye on not doing. Jumping back is very good. Jumping neutral is okay to do. Using dive kick, like I said, using your dive kick to close that gap is really good, especially when you block something. Push me away, then go for like a jump back dive kick, things like that, right there. You know, your goal is to space me. You want to space me out. That's a punish, so you want to punish that, right? So like anytime you block a low, except for the EXs, so if you block, you know, this, then you can go and punish it with like crouching middle punch or something. There you go. So and then V-Skill, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, now your turn. Yep. There you go. That's fine. Just back out. Just back out. Bring it back. There you go. Play this game. Not see there. You missed an answer. Right? Gotta get everything. Everything that I throw at you, you need to make sure you get it. So if I jump, that's a stand roundhouse every day. Right? There you go. And then you walk forward. You just walk forward. Okay. Block. Your turn. Block. Alright, bring it back. Yo. Not yet. Not good. So now you're winning, right? So you don't need to do much. All you have to do is wait for me to do something. You know, I'm gonna V trigger soon, so keep that in mind. Alright, well, let's see that. I don't recommend this at all. Remember what I told you? You're winning. You got V trigger. So now I'm just gonna wait it out. Yeah, I got 22 seconds, but I'm gonna just, you know. Yep. Good. You got away with it, right? You got away with it. But that's why I'm saying, block. Be willing to block. You don't need to answer everything, but get the answers that you can. If I jump, you anti-air. Stand roundhouse. Poke. After that, it's your turn. After you block my glove, it's your turn. Good. Yep, don't do that. Yep, I see that. I'm gonna hit it. Especially at that range. You gotta be careful. Yeah. Yeah. I know. And that's why I'm taking those chances, because right now I'm like, okay, he's weak to jump, so and you gotta know that. If I'm gonna be jumping at you, it's because I don't respect your jump. Punish. Gotta punish that. Crouching middle punch. Or that into that. There you go. Good job. See, here you can poke me. I'm in range so that you can poke. Right here you can poke. There you go. Okay, now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Right? And it's not a punish. It's just, there you go. And then you can, you know, mix it up. Punish. Oh. Yeah. Good. I'm not gonna respect you. So you gotta like hit me with something. Do crouching middle kick. So like just that's why you don't have, when you don't have the orb, I can do that all day. Yeah. Be careful on pressing buttons. Those are not. That wasn't a combo. It's just I hit you over. So here you have a choice. Either you go into V trigger and try to win the game, or you know, lose, right? And I'll do that. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you just have to be very tight with your stuff. I'm gonna use jab. That's why I use jab. And that's why a lot of people use jab up close, is to get those tight strings. So you gotta know how plus you are. You gotta know your advantage on bringing back the orb. And then strike after that, right? Use like stand roundhouse. Use, you know, throws more. You just gotta be more in the air. And like when you're in position to make me block, then do it. But if you're not, then look out for the dash attack. So you can jump up, you can jump back, you can, you know, do aerials and stuff. Good. Yeah, you could use middle punch again. Okay, good. Throw sweet. Sweet. Oh yeah, you gotta punish that. Gotta punish my
I
sweet.
forgot the first.
Yeah, yep. Good tech. Good. Punish.
Oh, that should have been
Yeah,
punish if that.
that would have been death. Yeah. Oh, Hail Mary. That one does have super armor, so you have to be careful.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that one you have to be careful. But I mean, overall, you did good in that round. It was just that miss, right? That one V trigger miss, it was over.
Yeah. I actually have to lab those.
Yeah,
Because I'm not recognizing it yet.
yeah, that's true. Anti-air, whoop. Ah, missed it. Good. Nice tech. Good. I don't know if it's gonna kill. I don't think it will. No, not yet. Ah, and then the jab. Okay. So, like, I think later on in the rounds, later on in the set, you started playing a little better. There are just, you know, like a couple mishaps, missed opportunities that you could have done. One thing for sure that you need to change up a little bit is like, especially when you have a lead, like, just if you just feel like getting out of that corner, just view reversal. Like, don't even hang in there, just block something via reversal, right? Like, you don't have to worry about you know, going back and trying to anti-air or trying to poke me out or things like that. You have your slide that you can use at different points, that like at least from far away. That could, you know, can poke me low. You do have crouching middle kick to set up some orb stuff. Especially when you do crouching fierce, we talked about how you can do crouching fierce orb, you know, as a cancel, and then the orb will be out there when I land, so that you can have a guaranteed setup right after that, right?
Right.
So you can definitely do crouching fierce orb, mix me up, either get a throw or bring the orb back, get a plus frame advantage, and trap me. So all those jumps help you. Now, a really good Balrog, and I'm gonna try not to do it this match. A really good Balrog won't jump. He's just gonna be, you know, bulldogging you in the corner, in the ground. So utilize, you know, your middle punch, utilize fierce punch a lot, and get me frustrated to where I have to jump. And once you do, then you can start getting setups. When I jump, that should be, you know, hallelujah to you. Now you got all the stuff that you can do. You can do Crouching Fierce Orb. You can do Crush Counter with stand roundhouse. You can, you know, dash under me, get out of the corner. You know, you got options. Obviously, it's hard, easier said than done, but those are your options. So let's see what you do. Rush. Okay, see, like right there. So when you touch glove, you need to press middle punch right there, and press it again. Because if I do it again, so middle punch. Try it again. Okay, so no, so maybe you have to do like crouching jab or something. I didn't think it was that. I forgot it is that negative. Okay. So yeah, you want to do that. Middle punch is good, and then expect the other one. Or you can throw orb, or you can do like crouching, or static fierce too is good. So if you do that, if you block, you can throw fierce, and then throw, yeah, like that. There you go. All right, good. Okay, good. Oh, I thought I had to. Good. Good. Both. Oh, nice tech. Alright, good. Get a throw. You know, do it earlier. Do it earlier. Now you get it. There you go. Good job. Okay. Get throw sometimes earlier because I already know I'm gonna block the first one. So make me tech early, still keep the orbs, then do something like that. Now you did crouching middle kick. Good. It's low. Good. Yeah. Yeah, you want to do medium or crouching middle kick, something. Yeah. Right here. Oh, nice tech. Oh. Good, there we go. Now anti, good, good. Make me chase you. Now swing when I miss. Right? If I miss with a rush punch, just swing, you know? Like that, there you go. Just keep it light. Knock you down. Alright, go for it, go. You need a mix up, so you're not gonna beat me with this. So. Oh, that hit me. I don't know how. Oh no! Nice, good job. I don't know how they hit me. I don't know what hit me, but something hit me.
Yeah. I didn't see what happened.
And you could, yeah, and then you could have like juggled into super or something, right? But it kind of was a what the hell moment kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was very surprised by it.
Right,
Like,
right.
Where did the American reset happen?
Right. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, like that was a lot better. Again, it's just kind of being active when you can be active, and also know if I touch the orb makes me block it, you can swing. It's your turn because I'm blocking it. So I'm negative. I'm blocked, stun. Go ahead and do something. You know, dive kick, whatever. Yep, plus good. So next time you do that same dive kick, throw me, because I didn't jab right there. I didn't do anything. See, there was too low. But yeah, but next time you're in that position, just go for a raw throw after that. Yep. Good. Good. Okay. Nice. Nice, that's there. See, now you're playing more active. Oh. Oh, almost. Good job.
Oh, I should punish that.
See, in there, when I activated and you had all that life, just be willing to just block it, right? Just block, be reversal out of there, get out of it, right? Just force it, so I can waste my V trigger.
Yeah, I actually didn't think about that, but that would have been the perfect time.
Alright, I'm gonna try the dash up, see how it works. Nope, that's punishable. Oh, nice back dash. Good. So there's one thing that you are doing that's wrong is that like when I EX rush punch on plus, so you can't jab that.
Gotta remember that.
Yeah. That one you can. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now we're kind of minimal life. Let's see what you're gonna do with it. Oh. That was rough. I was gonna say, like, your only chance really here is if I go for like a rush punch and it whiffs, you can super it, right? Or react.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Or sweep. Like this is where sweep matters. Is like if it matters on distance, right? Let me use this round to kind of just show you some things, okay? And just so you get a clear vision of what you're supposed to think about, what you're supposed to do, and things like that. So your first goal is to space out what is what is not punishable, right? So obviously light is not punishable. You can't punish it, right? Unless I'm like really close. If I'm really close, you can do stand line kick, right? So you can do. It's like it has to be like really close. It's really hard. If anything, you can do like crouching jab, right?
Oh, crouching jab,
Yeah, you can. Because it is a -4 there, right? So you definitely can do that. You can definitely do like, you can set up. You can do like crouching jab, crouching middle punch, orb. So like, crouching jab, crouching middle punch, orb, and then throw the orb, but like cancel it. So yeah, so you can do. Right, just be a little quicker on that, like a little quicker. So do it again. Like, crouching jab, crouching middle punch. Almost. Try it again. There you go, right? So if I swing, or if you block something, again, it's your turn. So there you go, right? You can do that. Exactly. Or if you block something and I wait, because you have the orb out, now you have the option. Now you have an option select. So now you can just walk up, throw me, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, unless I'm pressing a lot of buttons. Like, this is about learning your opponent. Okay? So the first thing that what you're doing, and go ahead and bring the orb back, is you want to space this out. So you want this. No, you don't walk. I'll walk.
Okay.
Right? You want to be able to know when rush punch won't reach you. This won't reach you. Right? And so when you're in that spot, right, where you can see this whiff, you can press a button the moment he does it, because you know it's gonna whiff. You know the spacing. So if he does light and it whiffs, you can sweep me on reaction. Right? So let's try it. So I want to do rush punch and then you sweep me, okay? Okay, too slow. Oh, that was on block. There you go, right? That's one. Okay, you can do fierce punch. Oh, it's a little tough. Oh, that's on block. There you go, right? So you can do that. You can do sweep again. Like sweep is probably the better one because you get something out of it. Then it makes me back off, right? So now this is what you want to do. You want to be in this range, right? But then I could go for something else. I can go for like this. But if I do that, then yeah, you can do like crouching middle punch. You know, standing middle punch. So if I do medium, you can always. But not with sweep. Yeah. There you go. Try crouching middle punch. Probably won't reach, but you know, just try that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. See, at max range, it's hard. It's really hard to punish. If anything, you can't punish it. But up close, and your question might be like, oh well, how do I know the difference? How do I know which one's light and which is medium, right?
Yep.
Light, you can just tell the clock's done go and comes and goes. You know, really light. But the medium one lingers for a bit, right? And so you always want to swing at this because you know they're negative no matter what. These moves are negative, so it's your turn. So if you think or assume, hey, this could be, you know, a button that I can punish, then you want to go into your punish. You want to do crouching middle punch into orb, or you can do, you know, maybe crouching middle punch V skill if it's close enough. Most Balrogs won't get you there, but the problem is the main thing that you want to learn is that you can also you want to be able to outspace this when the neutral is there, right? When it's given to you. Now you might be like, well, this might happen, and you go ahead and block, right? So like this might happen where this crouching middle punch this, crouching middle punch this, okay. But it's your turn. Like unless the glove is tipping you like that, then you can swing. If it's tipping you, then don't swing. Then you just wait, let it happen, right? The only thing you have to worry about is that I come down with an overhead, right? But if you see me spin, you can just jab it. You can just jab it, right? Okay. It's harder, easier said than done, but it is something you can do. But if I'm doing this into this, then that's when you crouching jab, or the crouching middle punch orb, right? So I do that, crouching middle punch orb. Just, yeah, because you're not looking for a punish. Now you're looking for something. So okay, let's bring it back. I'm gonna try something. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do my rush punch. You do crouching middle punch orb and block. I'm gonna rush punch again, then you do crouching middle kick and bring back the orb. Okay. Oh,
Alright.
it's okay. Just block it and do it again. Okay, there. Okay. Now when the orb hits me, I want you to stand roundhouse. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. See,
I
press
see
cover.
what you're saying.
Right? Because they have to think. They have to make a choice. Right? Obviously, I don't know if stand round is the best because they could low block it and it might whiff and then they can punish it if they're patient enough. But you could go for like, you know, crouching middle kick. You can go for fierce punch. You know, something. But stand rounds is pretty good if you've done enough throws. The whole thing that we want to practice and I want you to get up to speed is understanding how to condition an opponent. Okay? If I'm going to do an attack like that, if I'm just rush punching you, right? Rush, okay, there you did that. So like, see, if you don't stop me with a button, if you just try to bring orb back, you're gonna get punched again. If you try to walk forward, you're gonna get punched again. So you gotta remember that this is negative. So, you know, and so your options are crouching middle kick, and you don't want to punish. Your options are like to set up a throw. I mean, an orb. You can do crouching middle punch, orb, crouching middle kick, orb. You know, and then you wait again and see what they do. Sometimes they're gonna jump, and you can anti-air. So you can anti-air without the orb. So like, do it again. I want you to do. I'm gonna do block string, and then you throw a button into orb. Okay. Yeah. Bring it back. Okay, so I'm in this position. You stay there. Okay. So right here, if I do a rush punch, you just block, and then press the button to orb back. Yeah, I can jump here, and you can anti-air with crouching fierce. You're already holding down, so right, crouching fierce, right? Okay. So you're covering the thing that I want you to get better at is the ability to understand when you can press buttons and when you can't press buttons. Right? Just because you threw the orb doesn't mean that they're gonna respect you and let you do what you want. Right? They're gonna keep going. Right? They're gonna keep going. They might even throw EX. They might do all this crazy stuff. It's your job to react and understand what to do. That means you're waiting. I want you to be willing to block things because you know they're gonna be negative. Right? Alright, let's try this. Let's just play this match and then we'll talk about it some more. Alright. Good. Careful. Yeah, if I swing and I whiff, then you can press the button, yeah.
Should have done a simpler anti-air.
Yeah. Okay, good. Orb. Okay, orb. Yeah.
Yeah, so I see. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times when you throw orb and I have the ability to do something. So that's why I jumped, because I was like, okay, well, you're too close to me. I'm free to jump. I'm going to just do it. Unless you could read it, but it's really hard to do anything about it. Yep. Punish. Oh, you gotta punish those, right? Sweep. You block this. You want to sweep back. There you go. Throw an orb or jump. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. There you go. Oh, nice attack. Yeah. The walking is very, very dangerous. Even though you got the orb, like you have to really sync it up very well. If you're gonna walk at me, that orb has to be blocked, making me block for you to do that. That's why when you think walk,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to trade that with low dive kick, right? Anytime you want to walk, just low dive kick. Like I can punish it, but it's harder to than because walking I'm just gonna jab. Like I don't care, right? Like I know the block strings. I know what works and what doesn't work, right? The same as you. If there's a gap, you should know already. Don't walk. Don't leave yourself open. If there's a gap, and I think that's the biggest key right now to your game is that you are still struggling with the fact that you don't know what's open or not, and if you do, you're like really pushing it. You know what I mean? Like you're really making it seem like, oh shit, I need to, like you're so pressed to push forward, and it's not like you have to really if you're gonna do if you're leaving a string open, either you try to attack before it's over, you have to make sure it's plus. If it's plus, you can attack, or you can go for a throw, and if it's not plus, then you have to wait, and you gotta give it up. You gotta just say, okay, I'm gonna block, because a lot of times I'm just hitting you because you're running into it. You're not. I'm not really cracking you open as much. It, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I see it now.
And there's other things too. Like there's some still jumps that I'm getting that you're still stuck with crouching fierce, where I want stand roundhouse more, because that again could crush counter better. That could leave me pushed back even further. Crouching fierce is okay, but if you're gonna do crouching fierce, throw the orb like we talked about. Cancel that into orb, right? If you have it. If you don't have it, it's fine. But all right, so let's try this. Like neutral, you're doing all right. It's just gotta minimize the walking forward. If you want to move forward, either jump or use your thing, your dive kick.
Will do.
Yeah, see. So if I keep running, yeah, you'll be ready. Punish it. Nice pun. Almost. Yeah, was far, so you had to jump forward. But yeah, just be careful on the overhead. Like I know that one's a little hard, but sometimes you got super. Just do it, man. Like I don't know. Like you treat it as your DP. You think something fishy's going on, just super. Yeah, orbs. Yeah. No, see, like right there again. When I was getting up, you had the perfect opportunity to just bring the orb back as a meaty, and then you were plus, so you could keep doing it. But since you walked forward, it was like, oh, too late, and I was able to hit you. Yeah, it's just timing. Yeah, it's just timing. Oh, that's better. Nice. Good. Okay, good. I didn't commit, but it was fine. It was a little risky, right? But still, you can jump back here. Like you can do jump backs, jump back roundhouse. Like, yeah, I could enter, but it's really hard for me to do it. But like, it's still something you can do. Then just wait. I mean, waiting's okay because you could view reversal, but I think you had more chance to view reversal. There you go.
That's super too. It's just kind of.
Yeah. So it was something that you could. It's really hard to do that. I mean, that was just hard. Oh no. Shit. Yeah, that's the dangerous part. Like,
Orbs as soon
uh, that's the part that you have to be careful. Is that jump, right? I mean, you know, like that's your win. It's your win. I jumped up, you win. That's it. Press a button, you win. But since I got that Hail Mary, I was able to bring him back. So you gotta just keep in mind what works and things like that. Throw those orbs, like, you know, you don't have to hold on to them. I mean, might as well just throw one at a time, walk forward, try to get chip. I already activated V trigger, so you just need to super chip me and you're done. Just gotta find it. Just gotta find it. That's all. Good. Good. Block, punish. Oh, punish. Remember your punishes. Not that one. This one's not sweet. This one's sweet. Yeah. There we go. See, just play that game. Right? Just play that game. Play that game. Play that game. Push. Oh. Oh.
I'm really gonna have to let that until I
Yeah.
recognize it.
Okay, you got me. Alright. Even up the life a little bit. Remember what I said? EX is plus, so you can't do anything about EX. You have to just block it. Oh, I got hit by the stupid orb. Good. That was better. That was better. Again, I like you got the love for it, so that was good. Yeah, it's all about being tricky too. It's not about, oh, let me stun you, let me block string and string and string. You want to end that string on a tricky. You want to like either, you know, do something light, then back up shimmy. You want to go for a throw. You want to go for a quick dive kick. You want to go for, you know, a jump over so you can get an orb to cross me up. Something, right? You want to just don't just block string all day and then it's like, well, I'm just gonna, you know, block all day and wait till it's over. You know, like that's something you wanna. Woo. Woo. Punish. Yeah, that's -6. You can do crouching middle kick. Oh.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Woo. Oh. Good. Again, so the other thing too is that you're still swinging off of orb. Can't. Remember, you can't.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, it's my turn. You throw orbs, my turn. So you gotta wait. You gotta wait till I do something. If I jump, yantai, or whatever. Plus. Right? Plus. EX plus. Everything else negative. EX plus. That's why I did it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. Fuck it. See if it works. Almost. So that can happen too. So that's when you have to be ready. But it's very rare that I do it, but it's an option. Okay, throw me corner. Good. Nice. Good. wanted to wake up sooner. But alright, it worked, right? Good.
Well, I should have been paying attention to your
Yeah, but it's alright. Okay, that happened again. So, and you know those you have to just accept. Like, those just you either have the reactions or you don't.
The ladder.
Yeah. Good. Yep. Okay, good. Nice. Too high, too high. Yeah, my turn, right? My
Yep,
turn.
your turn.
Yep. That's the thing. That's a you know, that's the lesson of the day. Knowing when it's your turn, when it's my turn, when it's your turn, when it's my turn. It's my turn. You just have to respect it. You just have to let it go. Um, and sometimes it's just knowing like if I know it's my turn and you know it's your turn, yeah, you could just do it. You could try to steal it, or you can if you know that I'm doing it over and over, you can just super right after the orb. So it's like, oh, you orb, you know I'm gonna press a button, so you can just orb right after.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Good. Very nice. Yep. Yep. Nice. Okay, I've been jumping at that all the time, so you gotta remember that. Things you gotta learn. Things what you notice. What do you notice? Every time you do an orb really close, I'm gonna jump. So you gotta remember to be ready. Good. No, that's a punish. Okay. That when you block over it's -8. You can just do whatever you want. You can throw me. Just what block, throw me, and throw me back. You're done, right? But those jump back roundhouse is good because like it's hard to anti those because like you could go to dive kick. It's not the way. Yep. Good. Good. Yep. See how that worked? That worked out just because you knew what turn it was. Oh, very nice. Okay. No. Just close it out, right? You just gotta close it out. That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait, It's my turn.
Pay attention to that.
Okay. Still that jump happened, so that's something it's an option. I'm gonna do it. Be ready. You're already crouching, you just gotta press a button, just press crouch your fingers. I missed not doing V trigger, but it's okay. That was a good attempt, I would like any block string after that I would have just mashed super. I think at that range I can't jump out of it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fine. Right? I mean, that's fine. But yeah, you just gotta make sure you just know what it takes to close out the game. Know what I want to do. I want a jump, so you gotta be ready for it. Don't give it to me. Don't give it for free. It's hard, but yeah. Not too late, right? That's like any trade. I'll take those trades all day. So dash up. Be ready to jab those now. Good. That part's rough. That part's rough because you start losing it. Sometimes you just gotta jump away. Like that's another thing too. That I haven't really anti-aired you yet. You haven't jumped at me yet. You know, I want to see you jump fierce. I want to test me, man. You know, test me. If I can jump at you 30 times, then I know you can anti-air. You gotta jump. You gotta do it to me too. Okay, good. What up, Cast? Oh. Okay, good. Nice. Alright, there we go. Now you got it. Now you got it. Now you got it. Hey? Don't give me those free ones. Don't give me the free ones. That's it. Punish. Oh, better punish. Sweet.
I recognize it, I just gotta...
Yeah, exactly. It's just you're mistiming it, that's all.
Yeah.
You're just mistiming that. Okay. Okay, good. You got me the throw. You got the throw. Alright. See, I wouldn't see at this spot. I wouldn't go that far because now, like, what you did there is you threw me to the corner, and now you backed off so hard. So now I have all the time to just walk you down some more, right? You already got me in the corner. Force it, right? Like, if anything, I'm gonna want to try to take that corner away from you. So I'm gonna want to like jump.
Yep.
Right?
That makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
and if you give me all this space, you know, and then I have V-trigger on top of it, I can just get over there if I want to, right?
Yeah,
So you want
back down
to,
quickly.
yeah, you want to wall me right here, right? All right, let's go. There you go. Good. Good job, good job, good job. The only thing I would say is that if you get a crush counter sweep, or if you get somewhere where I'm not getting up, you need to be on me and meeting me with something. Either you throw, or you do, like you did stab middle kick, but it wasn't really a meaty, it was just like kind of delayed to where I was too scared of the orb, so I wasn't gonna press a button, and that allowed you to like do stab middle kick, orb cancel, blah blah, right? You have to just make sure that like when you have the opportunities to be in my face, then do it, right? If you have the opportunity to hang right there, meaty, do a situation, get me to throw, that's where you want to be tricky, right? You wanna be like very sly with what you're gonna do. You can go for throws, you can go for shimmy, you can go for, you already have the orb out there, so I'm already extra scared to press buttons, right? So you got all these options open, lined up for you to go ahead and do things. You can go for stand roundhouse. If you think I'm gonna throw, you can go for that orb, like bring back the orb and get even more plus on frames. But you don't have to. Like when you have the orb sitting there, like what the orb like it's the reason it's there is for you to set up a plus frame advantage. So if you do like low forward, bring the orb back, you're plus frames because I'm blocking the orb and you're allowed to hit me again, or you can swing at me. So now I'm negative. So now you can do something. If I press a button, I get hit. That's basically what it means. So,
Yeah.
So when you have the orb out and you crush counter me with a sweep and the orb's already there, that's double. That means that you could do exponential setups. That you could do crouching fears, bring the orb back, and you're still plus, right? You can make like what I don't want to do is press buttons. That's what I don't want to do, right? And if you got me and you go for throw and I tech throw, then you're like, oh okay, he wants to press buttons. So now I gotta get around that. Now I gotta trick that certain frame where he's opening up and try to swing there, right? So you can stand in front of me, walk back, I throw, then you can swing at me, right? Like it's very hard. It's not the easiest thing to do. Shimmies is something that it's one of those things like it's a funny analogy that my friend taught me, and it's kind of like when I was teaching him, but he understood it this way, right? When you think of the guy laying on the floor, think of him as a door, and you're a salesman, right? You want him to open up. You want him to open that door so that you can hit him, right? But you gotta sell it. You gotta sell whatever you're gonna do to him right in his face. So I can be like jabbing on his wake up. I can be throwing on the wake up. I can stand right in front of him, right in front of him. I want him to open that door. I want him to throw tech. I want him to jab. So sometimes if you force it enough and you wait enough, you can definitely hit him. You can sell that you're gonna do a meaty and then back up, right? So it's trying to sell this V trigger too, exactly. So those are like the things you really want to practice and put in your game, is that recognize situations and scenarios. The hardest thing is in that matchup, there's just so many times where you were really just swinging with no business swinging. You had no reason to swing, no reason to hit buttons because it's my turn. You throw an orb, doesn't mean it's your turn, right? Players that don't know the matchup will not swing there. Players that do know, when I block that orb, I know it's negative whatever. I know the number that's in my head. It's negative, right?
Yeah.
So when you do that, that's something that you have to know, okay, I can't swing. I can't press a button. I don't have anything. So if you had a DP, then sure, maybe you could DP it. But other than that, why would you? Like, it's my turn. So when you block that, when you do any kind of string like that and have orb out there, now you have to wait. And you have to let the opponent do something, you have to let him, try whatever. He's going to do a button. Most likely it's going to be negative. Then you can bring the orb back. Then you get positive. When you bring the orb back and they touch it, when they're blocking that orb, you're free to do whatever you want. You're free to walk up and throw. You're free, or maybe dash up and throw. You're free to do low forward again, right? I have clips where I do low forward fireball and they don't do anything, so I do low forward fireball, bring the orb back, low forward fireball, because it's all adding up, plus on plus on plus on plus. Yeah, the conditioning. It's all about just conditioning your opponent. If I'm jabbing all the time, that means that you haven't conditioned me. So you do, what happens is that you throw the orb back and you always swing. Always, always, always. Until I stop pressing jab. Then you condition me to block that string. You made me, so every time that orb comes back and you're plus, I'm conditioned to know, hey, I can't swing that. That's when you go for the throw. Because now I'm conditioned to not press buttons. And then you can go and open them up like that. So you gotta watch what your opponent's doing. And so in other words, what I was doing to you, so I would do rush punch. You would do crouching middle punch orb and then swing again. So what I conditioned to you was not to respect me because I was just blocking. So I started doing rush punch. Then what happened is every time you threw orb again, guess what I was doing now? Now I was dashing and throwing. Because now oh, it's his turn, I gotta wait. Now I'm dashing and throwing. I mixed it up on you to show you that, oh, I conditioned you not to press buttons here. So now I can do this. I can go for dash throw. And you were getting thrown after a while, right? And that's what conditioning is all about. For you, it's the same thing. You could do low forward orb. And if you know your opponent's going to press buttons, then you just block and get the orb out. And once you have plus, then you can do whatever you want. You can go for throw, and you can go for throw, and you can go for throw. And eventually I'm going to tech, right? And so once you start getting me to tech, that's when you know I've conditioned you to throw here. So now I'm going to swing, right? Crouching fear, stand roundhouse. Then you make you start mixing it up. That it's like it's sort of like shimmy, but it's just like a timing thing. Like if I press throw and I press hit at the same time, you know, it takes 5 frames to throw, and you're plus on block. So it's not really like it is a shimmy, but it's more of like a stand round. It's like a timing thing. Like you basically delayed. You're throwing a button that is long. Like if I were, it's kind of like okay. In other words, it's like on the 5th frame, he's gonna throw, right? On the 5th frame, he's gonna throw. No matter what I do, he's gonna throw a 5 frame. He's gonna throw. Okay. So what that means is that if you swing before that, I'm just blocking. It's a block stream. Like there's nothing going on. You're hitting me at frame 3, frame 4, frame 5. I'm blocking that, right?
Okay. Yep.
But at frame 5, if you have a button that's coming, that means that there's nothing hitting you right there. So that's why you do stand roundhouse, because let's say it's like what, 7 frames? Okay.
Yep.
On the 5th frame he throws, but it takes 5 frames for it to work. So while he's throwing, he's not blocking anymore. He's in throw animation, right? He's throwing. So that means that he's not blocking. He has no defense. And that's why on the 7th frame, when that roundhouse comes, it's going to connect. And actually it's going to counter hit him because it's hitting him on his starting frames of his throw, right? But if you do anything earlier than that, if you do anything from 1 through 5, you're just going to make him meaty, right? This is why shimmy works, because there's a 5 frame window. So you can like walk back, he throws, and then you can swing at him with something like really quick, and you can shimmy him. Obviously you want a combo though. So you could do low forward into fireball, or low forward into V-skill, or whatever, right? Into orb. But for Menat it's harder because you already know, like, any kind of range, you don't get a combo, right? You just get damage, and that's it. So that's why Menats won't move back. They won't shimmy by moving back. They'll shimmy by not throwing, but by doing a roundhouse, by doing a large move, so that when they delay tech and they tech at the 5th frame, the throw only works if it hits you at frame 10, because it takes 5 frames, right? But if your button comes out and it hits them at frame 6 through 9, that's a crush counter, right? And then you open them up. So that's why dive kick is so important, because when you dive kick low enough, you gotta look at it. I don't know, it ranges. It's very variable, but like I know it can go up to like plus like 4 on block. So let's just do the math, right? So you have 5. So you block something at 4, and then you tech. You're teching it when the block stun ends. And let's say you do roundhouse, okay? So if roundhouse comes out, like let's say frame 8, frame 9, you have plus 4, and then you do a frame 9 move. So your button is gonna come out, let's say on his 2nd frame that he can attack. There is no button that works 2nd frame. So if he even jabs, he gets crush counter.
Yep.
Right? If he throws, he's definitely getting crush counter, or he's definitely getting hit, right? It's just things like that. That's where math really comes into play when it comes to knowing frame data and understanding. And that's where you have to go, and a lot of top players know in their mind. They read the frames kind of like appear in our heads when we block certain things, right? And that's where it gets down to knowing how to punish things in the right time, knowing when it's our turn, when it's your turn. So like, if I wanted to really break it down, you do low forward orb. Obviously it's a string. I can't press buttons. I block the orb. It's negative, like, I'm gonna say it's negative like 6, right?
Yeah.
So negative 6, that means it's my turn. If you try something, I'm gonna hit you, but I'm not close enough to like punish you because it pushes me back. So I'll do rush punch, right? Rush punch, probably a 9 frame move. You block it. It's negative 4. If I press a button, now you're ahead of me. So if you press a button, I press a button, I'm gonna get hit, right? And then you bring back orb, so you do low forward. It hits me, even if it doesn't hit me. Let's say I just block it. I respect it.
Yep.
Low forward into orb. You cancel your low forward into orb. Now you're plus 4 and you're right in front of me. Now you can do whatever you want. Now you can go for,
Yep.
you
I
know,
see what you're saying.
dive kick, right? And so those are the things you have to know. Like EX rush punch is like +2. So there's nothing you're pressing that's gonna beat me. Just gonna do jab. I'm gonna mash jab. You're gonna get hit if you press a button. That's
demonstrated.
yeah. That is what frames is. That's why frames is like people are like, oh, does frame matter? It doesn't if you don't really care. Like I don't study frames. I mean that's probably why I get hit by some things. But I know by learning and losing. You know, like I'll know like oh shit, like that's hitting me. Okay, so it must be plus, right? Or it must be negative. And if I really don't know, I'll go into training mode, and it tells you like you put on the blue and red, and you do a move. Hey, if I'm red, I'm negative. If I'm blue, hey, I'm positive. And that's pretty much where it comes down to. But mainly, like I said, like mainly today was just learning when's your turn, when it's my turn, things like that. Obviously, there are things that you need to like lessen and do more. Like you need to do less sweeps in neutral because I will punish you. But you also need to recognize when I sweep so you can punish me. Anti-iron, it's just time, right? In time, you'll get better at it. It's one of those things where I could just tell you, hey, in this situation, this scenario, I may throw, but it's not always gonna be that way. You know, sometimes you just gotta react. But I could tell you, hey, you have V trigger active, and I have no meter, and I'm trying to chip you or I'm trying to kill you. I'm probably gonna jump, and that's something you gotta recognize.
Yep.
Or when you throw orb, I jumped a lot after you blocked orb. I'm probably gonna, punish and do 7 rounds. So it's things like that that you need to make a note of and really ascertain the situation that you're in. Not go too hard. Not think about it too hard. Not think, you just gotta accept. Just know situations. Like if I was Monad against Balrog and I land a stand fierce or stand middle punch, I'm happy because at least I can get some hits here and there. That's all you're looking for. You're not trying to bulldog me. You're not trying to frame trap me. You're not trying to do anything but just make my life difficult. That's it. You're just zoning, pure zoning, right? Until it gives you the opportunity. Until you're in that spot. That's why I was saying like the times that you dive kick, you need to recognize when you should dive kick, where you should dive kick, so that you can get that plus. Your goal is to get plus frames, so that you can. And that's another thing that when we talk about conditioning, that's another thing with when I was trying to tell you with conditioning. When you do dive kick and you're plus, you kept going for stand light kick, crouching middle punch, whatever, right? But if I keep noticing that you're just doing that, I'm just gonna block all the time, and that's conditioning me, right? And then it's time to throw, time to mix it up, and then they start teching. Then you start doing roundhouse, frame traps. So it's like triangle. It's like if I do this, you can do this. If I do that, you can do this, right? So it's a lot of that, a lot of abusing the plus frame. That's why it's always the best when you get plus frame advantage, because then you get to be creative and try to hit your opponent or try to trick them into thinking one way or the other. So yeah, just that's gonna be pretty much it for today. If you have questions, you hit me up or whatever. And now like, you want to watch this replay, you definitely can watch it on my stream.
Good. I learned a lot from this session, and I really appreciate it. I've got a bit to work on my own time, but
for sure.
got some things to look for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's gonna be the thing I want you to resonate in your head this week is just positives, negatives. What's positive? Oh, it's my turn. Is it negative? Oh, it's his turn. Think of it that way. And if I'm like always swinging on negative, like if I'm swinging, it's a negative, and you have super, then hey, go for super. Just it's a bad thing to teach you, but it's there. Like it does work sometimes. So it's situation awareness. Thank you, Jesus. But yeah, I will let you go, and we'll definitely talk next week or whenever.
Sounds good. Thank you, and have a great week. I really appreciate this.
No problem, man. You have a great week.
You too.
All right, bye. All right, guys, we did our training session of the week. So this is basically how it goes every week. Every week we kind of go. That's how I train people depending on their level. This is probably the student that has the most points that I have that currently. I usually train people that are like silver, bronze players, trying to get into gold and things like that. So it's a lot more like fundamentals we're learning there. Here it's more advanced. This is, frame talk might scare you, but this is like really when you get to this position and talking about matching CAs. Yeah, if you enjoy, if you want to try it out, want to stream, I mean, I definitely offered this to people that also sub. We could definitely do like maybe not an hour session, but we could do a set. Maybe like a first to five, you can do a set. We could talk about it, kind of like this during streams or whenever, right? Definitely something we can always do. I always offer that to people that want to. And if you have Twitch Prime, it's free for you. So it's always good. It's always encouraged. Definitely when people get stuck, I feel like that was the main reason why I did it, is that a lot of people get stuck and don't know what to do, and they're always like not progressing. They're just kind of staying in the same because they don't know what to do. So they need someone to like guide them through their difficulties. But it's been helpful, and I've been doing this for 5 years, so very very cool experience learning and teaching people. But yeah, it was really fun, and it's something that like I'm not gonna promise you victories and stuff like that, but I will promise you will improve. Right? It just becomes like how you train, how you change it up, how you manage the game. And sometimes not saying I win every time. Obviously, you saw me get bodied earlier, but it's definitely something worth investing, if you're trying to improve this Capcom Pro Tour. And I'm trying to get into better games, or other games. I'm gonna try playing Fighters when Kefla comes out. I've been playing Grand Blue, and I do Smash still. I still do Smash Ultimate. Not the best, but I still do pretty good. What else? What other fighting? I mean, I don't mind teaching somewhat of Sam Show, but I wouldn't recommend it. The only games I would recommend right now is probably like Smash and Street Fighter. Maybe like if you're really just learning a new game, I could teach like Fighters and Grand Blue, but not like I wouldn't do more than like an hour. So, but that'll be it for me today. We'll try to hop on tomorrow, maybe earlier, like in the morning if I wake up in time. I'll try to get a Street Fighter stream going, maybe some more Grand Blue. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching, hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the little training session. Got to see what I do. And if you have feedback, let me know. I know I feel like I do talk a lot. Like I kind of like don't let the guy talk too much. So I definitely need to work on that. Like say something, pause, let him talk, let him like maybe see what he's thinking about. So I definitely need to work on that. But I think overall it's been pretty good. You actually like listening? Okay, yeah. I mean, I know. Like there's different people. Like like some students record the session, which is fine, because they take it with them, and that's perfectly fine. Some students just have a bunch of questions, and some students just kind of like guideline what they want to do that session, and we'll go over it. Like I have a student that literally was like, "Please throw me all day. Like I just need a session where I'm just getting thrown all day and learning." And I looked at his videos, and I was just like, "It's not really your issue. Your issue is that you weren't punishing. Like you were just blocking eagle dive from Rashid all day, and he wasn't punishing it." And I was like, "If you just punish it, you probably win." So, yeah, it's just different styles and stuff. But glad that you got some help, and we'll be looking forward to the next one. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.